Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365, and today I'm going to review the Criterion Blu-ray edition of Steve McQueen in The Great Escape. If you're new to the channel, please hit the like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I'll put out videos every single day. You can also find me over Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd at Movie Guy 365, as well as over at the Disney Magic Hour podcast. I will put a link for that in the description. All right, The Great Escape is here on Criterion, and I'm anxious to talk about that picture quality and the audio, and we're going to do an unboxing. But let me talk a little bit about the movie. What can I say? This is a classic. The 1963 Greats, starring Steve McQueen, is really the prison break movie of all time. It's just a lot of movies have kind of taken from this one, and the fact that it has such great amount of stunts, it has humor, it has a great cast, it is pretty timeless, and it is just one of those classic movies that really deserve better than what was on the existing Blu-ray. The fact that Criterion was able to get this literally, like they announced this like almost like a day or two before I was about to order the Blu-ray, just to be able to get that back into my collection, and I was very glad I waited. And it's just, hey, patience sometimes works out. But yeah, this one is a classic and is absolutely worth talking about. All right, now we're going to talk about the picture quality and the audio, but first let's do a quick unboxing. Okay, we have the Criterion edition of The Great Escape, starring Steve McQueen. And we get a good look at that front cover, and there's our back with all that pertinent information, and then the spine. And interior wise, we have some artwork there, and then we have the little insert. Just give you that basic info. It's a nice essay, as per usual standards for Criterion. So, all right, that's it for the unboxing. Now let's talk about the picture quality and the audio. So The Great Escape on Criterion Blu-ray was given a 4K digital restoration. I think that given what the original Blu-ray looked like, I did own that one at one point. I feel a definite improvement over what we got before. The color timing looks a lot better. It looks a lot more natural, and it just brings out the overall clarity of the picture. But it's not totally going to be a beautiful looking image. I think there are a couple issues of compression I did notice throughout the film, but I think a lot of that time it's more or less going to be just the source material, a little bit of softness here and there. But I think for what we have here, and given that Criterion has a very nice record of nice transfers, I'm gonna go ahead and just chalk that up to just the source material. I know this was sourced from a couple different mediums. I believe there was a print utilized by Martin Scorsese and Quentin Tarantino for this restoration. So I think overall what we get here picture quality wise, it looks really nice. Grain is intact and it's appropriate levels. It's not going to be overbearing. It's not going to be intrusive. So if you are worried about that, I don't think you really have too much to worry about in that aspect. But I think overall the picture quality here, it looks fantastic. I think Criterion did a really good job here, just a couple minor issues, but I think what we have here is a winner on the picture quality departments. As far as the audio mix goes, that one is going to be digitally restored, a one channel monaural audio mix, and there's also an alternate 5.1, but I prefer to go for the more or less the authentic, the original audio mix. So I went with one channel for my viewing, and it's very solid. It's really nice. It didn't have that kind of background hissing that sometimes these 1.0s or 2.0 audio tracks can have. It's very clean, very clear, and it's great representation of the audio. Now, this being a Criterion, we're going to go over the special features. So this being a Criterion, of course, there's going to be extras. There's two audio commentaries that were previously recorded, one from 1991 featuring director John Sturges, and composer Elmer Bernstein. And the other is from 2003, featuring actors James Coburn, James Garner, and Donald Pleasance. So those are there for your listening pleasure. New interviews with critic Michael Sarago. So those are definitely worth checking out if you want to, learn a little bit more about the filmmaking process and the film itself. The Great Escape, Heroes Underground, a 4-part 2001 documentary about the real-life escape from Stalag Luft III prisoner of war camp during World War II, including interviews with the POWs held there. I had a brief glimpse at these, and these look very comprehensive, and it's definitely worth checking out in the extras department. The Real-Life Virgil Hilts, A Man Called Jones. It's a 2001 program on the United States Army Air Force pilot David Jones, the inspiration for Steve McQueen's character in the film. If you are a Steve McQueen fan, this is absolutely worth checking out, and it'll really make you appreciate just the history behind his character even more. And Return to the Great Escape, a 1993 program featuring interviews with Coburn, Garner, and actors David McCallum and Judd Taylor. So that is absolutely worth checking out for even more information on the film. And there is, of course, the theatrical trailer included with bonus features. For the picture quality of The Great Escape, I'm going to go ahead and give this one an A-. I think it's a very solid looking image. It looks much better than the previous Blu-ray. It has great color timing, the grain is intact, and it's just it's appropriate levels. A little bit of softness here and there. I'm going to attribute that to the source material, but I think what we get here is one of the best looking 1080p images for this movie that we're probably going to get. As for the audio mix, I'm going to give that one a B+. I think it's a very strong 1.0. It's pretty much what was available back in the theatrical run, and I think it was digitally enhanced, so it's a lot more clear, and it is fairly nice. It is a really good overall audio presentation on The Great Escape. So that is my review of The Great Escape on Criterion Blu-ray. Let me know in the comments below if you had a chance to pick it up and what your thoughts were. In the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I put out videos every single day. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.